Well, my guest, global affairs analyst Habib Salawu, is still right there. Mr. Salawu, before we took that report, you were talking about the backlash which Donald Trump's rally on Sunday has been receiving. How much do you see that impact the election, considering it's just 8 days?
It wouldn't make much of a difference. He has been very consistent with his rhetoric. He has been consistent with his approach. He's also he's made people name calling his main strong point. He has been, and I think a lot of people, psychologically, maybe it's some. I wouldn't call it some sort of Stockholm syndrome, but people are kind of like used to, his way of using derogatory words to attack his opponents, and they like it. They've never frowned at it. It has been like this since he started his presidential race the first time. So it's gone on. It is nothing he's going to say now or do that would possibly sway the votes in the way of Kamala, except something extremely damaging, which I do not foresee. Donald Trump, like he had said it before, that he could walk on Fifth Avenue and shoot people and nothing is going to happen. I mean, we're at the place where he has been indicted. There are a lot of charges against him, and he still commands the kind of support that triggers, excites him. And many of his supporters are closet supporters of Donald Trump. You wouldn't see them outside, but many share the sentiments that the messages that he puts out every time. So what that talk about Puerto Rico being a floating island of garbage, a lot of people think like that as well. So maybe the Latinas and the Hispanic voters, Latinos rather, Hispanic voters may be upset by it. They don't have the number that's enough to switch this if he decides to go Donald Trump's way.
All right. And perhaps that throws up the question of what really do Americans want, in this election? Because, of course, these candidates have been campaigning, using different strategies. You have Kamala Harris talk about reproductive rights, freedom for individuals. And as a matter of fact, even Michelle Obama told American men, when you want to vote, think about the women in your lives. And we have Donald Trump going all the way talking about illegal migration, NATO and all of those. What really do Americans want?
So it tells you about about priorities. As a man, a father of girls, I believe a woman should have exclusive rights over her body and what she does with it. So I share the sentiment that the Democrats have with reproductive rights. I don't think men should sit or decide how women treat their bodies, what they do with unwanted pregnancies and all of that. So I'm with them on that. On the issue of illegal immigration, there is this fear, and I keep asking people that, especially those who are citizens or permanent residents or people who are eligible to work in America. Has there ever been any time, because there's this thing that illegal immigrants are taking our jobs. Has there ever been any time that you applied for any job and you lost it because it was given to somebody that crossed into America all the way from Guatemala? So what is this fear that you have with illegal immigrants, considering the fact that we're all immigrants in this country, however far back you want to go? So there's this, and you would find it everywhere, where there's this divide between indigenous people and people that are migrating, and illegal immigration. Yes, it comes with its concerns. There have been criminals that have crossed over into America. But how many? When you look at the numbers.
Well, questions. And November 5, it's almost here. November 5 is almost here. Wait to see what both popular votes and the electoral college decide in this very, very crucial election. And global affairs analyst Habib Salawu, thank you so much for talking to us on World Now.